Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What I have to tell you today is about a potential game changer for the Falcons, and it's coming from some serious whispers around the league. Rumors are swirling that the Las Vegas Raiders, currently sitting at an abysmal 1-15 record and clearly in full rebuild mode, might be willing to part ways with one of their most electric pass rushers, Max Crosby. And the crazy part? The Falcons are apparently right in the middle of this conversation. Yeah, I said it. Crosby, one of the most relentless pass rushers in the league, potentially heading to Atlanta, and this could reshape our entire defensive outlook moving forward. Let's break down what's happening here. The Raiders, who have been struggling mightily this season, are reportedly eyeing a major rebuild, and that comes with some tough decisions. They're looking to shed about $28 million in cap space, which would give them some much-needed flexibility to rebuild from the ground up. The idea is that they'd trade Crosby to the Falcons in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027. This move would be a win-win for both sides. The Raiders get draft capital and cap relief, while the Falcons get a superstar edge rusher who could elevate our pass rush to new heights. And trust me, Max Crosby isn't just any player. I mean, the guy has been a wrecking ball since entering the league. With 90 career sacks, over 390 tackles, and 22 forced fumbles, Crosby has proven he's an elite disruptive force. He's got a PFF grade of 93.5, which is absolutely insane for a player in his position. And if you look at his 2025 stats, it's clear he's still ascending. He's already racked up 20 sacks, 35 tackles for loss, 46 QB hits, and 70 total tackles. His pressure rate is around 31%, with a win rate of 34% and an EPA per snap of -0.51. These are numbers that scream consistency and dominance. Plus, he's been remarkably healthy, no injuries to report this season, which is a huge plus. To put Crosby's impact into perspective, he's pretty much operating at a level similar to Nick Bosa at his peak. His ability to double-team win at +24%, and his run-stopping grade of 93 make him a nightmare for offenses. He's also a master at forcing turnovers. His 7 forced fumbles this season highlight his knack for creating chaos on the field. His YAC allowed per reception is just 24 yards, and he's responsible for forcing an EPA of -0.75 on drops. His QB hit rate is at 26%, and he's even forced 18 missed blocks. Imagine what he could do paired with our already talented front seven. Crosby's TFL rate of 22% and his 4-time Pro Bowl and 2-time All-Pro honors speak volumes about his standing as one of the league's top pass rushers. Now, why would the Raiders even consider trading Crosby? Well, the numbers tell part of the story. They're surrendering about 32 points per game, and with just $11 million in cap space, they're in desperate need of a quarterback and an improved offensive line, areas that are suffering right now. They've also accumulated 65 sacks this season, which shows how much they're relying on their pass rush. But the overall team struggles have made it clear that they need a rebuild. Trading Crosby not only frees up cap space, saving approximately $37 million annually, but also helps them acquire draft picks to rebuild their roster from the ground up. It's a strategic move, albeit a tough one, but one that makes sense given their current position and future goals. For the Falcons, this isn't just about adding another player, it's about transforming the entire defense. Right now, after the draft, our pass rush has been surprisingly underwhelming, totaling just 32 sacks in total. Adding Crosby would be a massive upgrade on the edge, playing alongside Matthew Judon, who's already proven to be a disruptive force. The projection is that with Crosby on the field, we could see a jump of around 25 sacks, which is a huge boost. Not only that, but his presence would elevate our EPA per rush by around 19% and reduce the opponent's yards per run by about 23 yards overall in the game. That kind of pressure would turn our front seven into a nightmare for any quarterback. And don't forget, Crosby's stats against current edge rushers are staggering. An average of 2-3 tackles for loss per game, which screams mismatches against interior linemen and tackles. His 7 forced fumbles this season, combined with his run-stopping grade of 93, make him a complete defensive weapon. Imagine him lining up next to Judon, creating mismatches and forcing double teams, which opens up opportunities for other pass rushers or linebackers to get sacks. His ability to generate pressure and force turnovers is what could push our defense into the top tier, similar to the legendary Falcons' defenses of the Dome Patrol era. This kind of transformation could make our defense not just good, but elite, top 4 in the league kind of good, reminiscent of the 2021 Falcons that finished with plus 31 sacks. From a strategic standpoint, bringing Crosby into Atlanta would immediately boost our win rate against top-tier quarterbacks by around 17%, and his EPA per snap would improve to roughly 39, making life miserable for opposing offenses. His pass rush in the red zone is also exceptional, with an 11% increase in sacks in tight situations. These are crucial moments in the playoffs. Crosby's presence on the field would also tighten up our secondary coverage, reducing completions allowed by about 16% and increasing our blitz efficiency by 22%. This is the kind of upgrade that turns a good team into a playoff-ready juggernaut. His impact on run defense would also be significant, with a 14% improvement in tackling efficiency, making our entire front 7 more formidable. Now, shifting gears to the bigger picture, this move could dramatically improve our Super Bowl odds. Imagine Crosby boosting our chances from plus 3,000 to plus 1,600, a 47% increase, similar to what happened with the Eagles after the Graham trade in 2023. In the playoffs, he's a true X-factor, especially in third-down situations where he can disrupt the pocket, limit big gains, and force turnovers. His ability to disrupt the passing game, limiting passes like those of Mayfield, with an EPA of -1.9 per target would be pivotal in the NFC. And against heavy running teams, his presence could bump our win rate in those matchups by about 16%, while his sacks in the red zone could increase by 11%, sealing the deal in clutch moments. All of this paints a picture of a Falcons team that's not just trying to compete, but aiming for multiple titles, echoing the legendary Dome Patrol defenses that dominated the league in the early 90s. Crosby's versatility and disruptive prowess make him a perfect fit for what we're trying to build. An aggressive, relentless defense that can take over games and carry us deep into the playoffs. He's a dynamic edge rusher, a visionary addition, and someone who could be the keystone to our championship aspirations for years to come. If the Falcons manage to pull this off, we'd be looking at a defense that's not only feared but also capable of elevating the entire team's performance, putting us right back in the Super Bowl conversation. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, this potential addition of Crosby isn't just about boosting our defense. It's about sending a message to the NFC South and the rest of the league. The Falcons are serious about contending, and with Crosby's elite talent, we could be the team that finally pushes through and makes a deep playoff run. The division rivals better watch out because we're not just upgrading our roster, we're transforming our identity. A defense led by Crosby, Judon, and our existing core can become one of the most feared units in the league, capable of shutting down the run, pressuring the quarterback relentlessly, and forcing turnovers at crucial moments. And of course, this move isn't just about 2024 or even 2025. It's about establishing a championship culture that can sustain success for years. Crosby, with his track record, leadership, and relentless motor, embodies everything the Falcons need to elevate their game. With the right coaching, a strong front office willing to make bold moves, and a defense that's hungry for greatness, the Falcons can turn this potential trade into a franchise-defining moment. It's not just about adding a star. It's about building a winning mentality, a culture of pressure and chaos that opponents will dread every time they step into Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news.